And we are today here to discuss the top team in the league, the team that was going to be at the top of the table, going to challenge the City for the title this year. The best transfer window team. I don't know what else, what other adjectives I have. The Man United, who
भाई
have
फर्स्ट
very
आएंगे
nicely,
फर्स्ट.
who have very nicely lost to Brighton. And we have both of our United guys who I think placed United at the first place. How is it going, man? Is this how you're going to win the title?
या
I
नेक्स्ट
mean,
चैंपियनशिप में
you know,
भी.
while you were saying this, I was recollecting, all my
First hitters.
comments in WhatsApp chats, all my one-to-one discussions with friends,
Hmm.
rival fans,
Mhm.
challenging them that बस भाई पोग्बा आ गया अब तो टाइटल अब तो है बोले अभी टीम
Well,
ना थोड़ा कंप्लीट लग रहा है वो मिडफील्ड ना एकदम
So
सेक्सी हो गया
all
है
the
भाई अब
trash
तो
talks
मतलब
played
हम
for
अब
other
compete कर
teams.
लेंगे अपन तो फिर पॉगबा पॉगबा तो इतना बड़ा लेजेंड है अभी यूनाइटेड का
obviously.
तो
हाँ.
वो भी चला गया हम फ्री ट्रांसफर में तो अपन मतलब हर बार ना ऐसा होता है भाई बस एक राइट विंगर चाहिए भाई बस हो जाएगा सैंचो केम इन ठीक है
Mhm.
एंड देन ही इज अगेन अनदर लेजेंड फिर भाई मतलब
भाई
फिर
रोनाल्डो
एंथनी आया
जाके वापस आ
भाई
गया
लेफ्ट फुटेड राइट विंगर आ गया भाई और क्या चाहिए अब तो सीजन टाइटल अपना है
Mhm.
बस मतलब all of these things right all of these comments have मतलब मेरे सामने have come in like a flash like a series right
Mhm.
after this defeat against Brighton because I feel I was talking to Amit the other day of this that man this is the particular game where I personally as a fan do not see any excuses. I mean,
Uh-huh.
excuses from the perspective of a manager. I mean, I
Right, right.
don't say that if you have injuries, then you should be not performing well or you should not be competing well, right? At least, you know, you should have a certain level. And the kind of team that we put forward, I don't see that team under any freaking manager, even if I am managing United, should be getting defeated like that 3-1 at home at Old Trafford.
भाई मैं एक चीज
That's my
बोलूं
assessment.
सीरियसली. मुझे ऐसा लगता है पर्सनली यूनाइटेड फैंस की इशू पता है क्या है. तुम लोग कभी तो मैनेजर कुछ बोल दो भाई. क्या है लाइक एवरी टाइम सब किसी और का ही मिस्टेक है बस है मैनेजर कोई मिस्टेक
Jesus
नहीं है.
out, bro.
बंदा टैक्टिकली मैनेज ही नहीं कर पा रहे टीम को. भाई कितना खाओगे यार. योर डिफेंस वाज सो
I
बैड
have to agree.
ऑनेस्टली.
Yep.
आई वाज लिकिंग माय लिप्स. पता है ऐसा खेलोगे ना तो लास्ट टाइम 7 पड़े थे ना. ज्यादा
भाई
पड़ेंगे.
कसम से बता रहा हूँ मेरे को वही
उंगलियां
याद आ
कम
रहा
पड़
था. If
जाएंगी
we were playing
उंगलियां.
Liverpool or Arsenal like this, you would be banging goals for fun.
भाई उंगलियां कम पड़ जाएंगी इस बार.
भाई गजब. कोई कोई ट्रैक में करता तो मैं कुछ
But
कोई ट्रैकिंग नहीं भाई. मिडफील्ड से मस्त बिल्कुल सब भाग
कैसेमिरो
गए.
कैसेमिरो
एक
भाई
चीज
शादी में आए हो
भाई एक चीज मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ मतलब आफ्टर 3 विंडोज ऑफ ट्रांसफर
400 million
guy
spent.
says I cannot play my style of football.
हाँ
How many
एग्जैक्टली.
more windows do you take, man? Erik Ten Hag, when he will play his style of football? And what is his
How
style of football?
first I actually want to take this away from the discussion. How much do you guys think that injuries are playing part into this?
no see injuries can happen to any team but they cannot be excuses and definitely for a club like United you cannot say that okay this guy was injured he was not fit and this and that you have to put up a team.
Exactly.
We bloody lost 23 players in a flight accident and then we went on to reach the FA Cup final that year. What is this year? Like we thought Erik Ten Hag is a
Yeah.
छाती
tactician.
चौड़ा हो गया भाई.
वाह भाई.
I am not in danger. I am the danger. Sab gaya. You are in danger.
I mean,
what is this? Like
seriously.
you are
And
bringing in McTominay at right wing, and then there are Facundo Pellistri. There is like there are players who can play right wing, and you are playing McTominay on the right side. Like what tactician is this? And Casemiro, what is he doing? Jogging. You see all the goals. In all the goals, there anybody can point out that Casemiro's fault was there. Like some in some goal it was 50% fault, some goal it was 20%. But Casemiro's name can be dragged into all
he's
three goals.
consistent.
Yes, anywhere. But he's not subbing him off. He's playing Ericsson with a machine in his
Pacemaker.
heart. Pacemaker.
I want to touch upon this point, right, which you mentioned about Casemiro. You are 100. I also agree on the fact that Casemiro was partly at fault in
all the
all
goals.
of the 3 goals because
Yes. Oh.
what has happened is that remember last season he got 2 red cards, which he clearly, I mean, even by the standards of the Premier League, where red cards are just, distributed, those two were actually not red cards. I mean,
Okay.
surprisingly, we call Premier League the most physical league in the world. That's ironical because the guy having played in the Spanish league, which is not physical, rather more technical and technical and tactical. So he did not receive a single red card in his entire career at Madrid. That is not a joke. And he comes to the Premier League, and in his first season he received 2 cards. One red card was still fine, but the second red card when he got, he was shaken. He was literally shaken. You should look at Casemiro in games. You should look at Casemiro's face in games. Once, a referee gives a verdict for his teammates or for himself, he just goes away. He never
Good.
protests.
Rajesh.
I mean, it's kind of, I personally feel it has kind of taken a hit. But again, let me point out that's not an excuse.
Dude,
because
that is
you
the
won
worst.
You won 5 champions.
That is the worst
worst.
excuse for anything.
Also,
He's a
I'm
Champions
sorry,
League winner, man.
That's what I'm just about to say. He is a 5-time UCL
Okay,
winner.
you can say
cannot
the
be bogged
Spanish
down
league
by
is
some
technical,
refereeing
okay?
decisions.
You can say Spanish league is technical, and he was not feeling physical in Spanish league, and now in Premier League he's feeling the heat of it and extra. Champions League to खेलता है ना बंदा. At that point, he was playing with the multiple teams. The referees were different, and I'm pretty sure he must have gotten some sort of card there. I mean, if
Also-
that is your mentality, you won't be able to play in any kind of
Man,
top team.
that's
That is
not
the
my mentality again. That's
No,
absolutely not my mentality. I
No,
am
no,
basically
Casemiro,
not
criticizing
yours.
Casemiro.
Not yours.
No,
Casemiro.
हाथ धो लेने
Casemiro
दो
is
थोड़ी गंदा.
I have some thoughts that I would like to say about Casemiro. Firstly, कैसेमिरो का एक्सपायरी डेट आ चुका है. यूनाइटेड ही एक अकेली टीम थी जो इतना पैसा देने को तैयार थी.
Right, okay.
दूसरी बात, कैसेमिरो का he was in the Spanish league. ठीक है, he was playing for Real Madrid. ठीक है, रियल मैड्रिड को कितनी बार डिफेंड करना पड़ता होगा भाई, कितनी ही बार करना पड़ेगा. एंड ला लीगा है, रेफरीज थोड़े से बायस रहते हैं बार्सिलोना और रियल मैड्रिड की तरफ.
नहीं, बात ये कि वो अभी भी सोच रहा है कि ही इज प्लेइंग विद मॉड्रिच एंड क्रूज अप फ्रंट.
अरे वो सब चीजें
करना ही
पता है राजेश. even other than that stuff now, I just want to touch upon this thing. 2 years back everybody was saying that this team is old, okay, and this team is probably needs changing. They do not have passion, it's not the ManUnited spirit that they have, okay. Then Ten Hag comes, he changes the team quite a lot, I would say, okay. Now it's your job to fill that passion and fill that team spirit into the team. And if after 2 years you still have the same issues, then I mean, how much can you blame the players? At one point you'll have to blame the manager that he's just not able to instill that thing into the team.
Okay, I will. What I will tell you is that me and Manish both will answer. So Manish also pitch in because because sometimes from the outside, like Liverpool fans or Arsenal fans, like you don't tend to analyze what's going on. I do not know what's going on at Pool or Arsenal. There is always an inside story, right? And so with Erik Ten Hag, I only sympathize on couple of things that I don't remember a single period of 3-4 months where he hasn't had to deal with just football. Okay, he came in, had to take care of the Ronaldo saga. All this is documented. I don't want to go again through the timelines. That guy hasn't had the time to actually build a team, to be honest. He brought in Anthony. That is the only criticism I have of him, where the funds could have been used at much better players. Players, and in fact more players. He could have brought in a centre back. He could have prioritized a centre back this season, this summer. These are couple of criticism, but don't we all have criticisms of manager decisions? We all have.
Okay, fine.
Into 2 seasons, that is probably the only backing, I would say. I mean, the way to defend Ten Hag. But otherwise, as Manish was mentioning, there are couple of tactical blunders that he has done. I mean, clear-cut tactical blunders in some games, which doesn't set a good precedent for the future.
So in like I am one of the biggest fans of Erik Ten Hag. I would also support him to the core. But having said that, like, you cannot always be supporting him. When he does mistake, you have to attack him. Like, see, he cleared up all the mess. Like Rajesh said, there have been many things he has to deal with United. But at a club like United, these are the expected things. You are
Yeah,
going to face
yeah.
these kind of challenges. It
Mhm.
is a box office club. You are going to face some controversy or some or the other. Even
Right.
if there is everything is smooth, कोई ना कोई कलेश कर ही लेगा. It is like your girlfriend. कुछ भी सब सही चलेगा,
Sancho,
फिर
भाई,
भी
Sancho.
something will happen. So नहीं, like see, he brought in a mentality. He brought in a set of procedures. Like if you are late for 45 seconds, then you are dropped. Like you are not starting. Like everything is strict and everything is good, tactical, everything. Now, when if players are not performing, you have to drop them. Now, imagine if Casemiro is again played in the next game, then
Mhm.
how will the other players feel? अरे यार ये तो इसको हमेशा खिलाता है,
Not
फिर मैं
about
भी नहीं
that.
परफॉर्म करेगा.
That
Mhm.
That's it. Then it will same thing will happen like how it happened with Ole and Jose Mourinho.
Right,
They'll
right.
have internal bets and they'll see how many matches this guy will stick, and then they'll start to play bad. But this should
Hmm.
not happen. And why Hannibal and Garnacho are coming so late? Your best player on the bench is Garnacho. He's coming on in after 80th minute. Why? You're 2 goals down. अरे डालो ना यार, हारे तो
सही
हारे.
बात, हाँ.
3-1 हार रहे, 4-1 हार जाएंगे.
Exactly, yeah.
कौन सा तुम. And the one goal which was scored by that was by a youngster, because that is what the young players bring in. No fear, no fear
Exactly,
attitude.
yeah.
Because
Just
they have
go and
nothing to
shoot.
lose, right? They are
Yes,
just
he has
getting
nothing to lose.
minutes.
Then
And
that is
academy
what Sir
people
Alex used to
somehow
do.
said,
Whenever in this kind of tight situation, he used to bring 1 or 2 youngsters like 17-year-old, 19, Federico, Makeda, this and that, because they know they don't have fear. They'll just hit it. They'll say, okay, हुआ तो goal, नहीं तो नहीं. So this kind of thing
हाँ, हमको कोई
were
जज नहीं करेगा.
expected from.
हमारा
On the
परफॉर्मेंस को कोई
adversity-
जज नहीं करेगा,
on
क्योंकि
the adversity
टीम तो
is
हार ही
the
रही है ना.
Brighton had a very good bench strength than United. They had good options to bring on. Like United, Garnacho, 82nd minute he is coming on. Why? He is one of your best players on the bench.
Exactly.
He
I
should be
mean,
coming on.
horrible
Casemiro
substitutions
should have been
and
taken
timing
off
as well.
after 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But no.
Acha, Ayer. So I
These
guess
are wrong.
do you feel so at what point we as United fans should feel that भाई पाप का गड़ा ना भर गया है. बहुत हो गया.
Ten Hag for the sack.
And
Ten Hag for the
I
sack.
believe I
this-
believe कि वो counter चालू हो चुका है already.
Me
It's
too,
1
yeah.
year down the line,
No,
and
this
you're
doesn't
expecting.
happen. This will not happen because Erik ten Hag is a very good coach. He will come
Mhm.
back with good points. He'll come back with good. Even in this game, we
also
started
believe
with
so.
a very good performance
What
for
I am
first
saying
15
actually
minutes.
is if few more results does not go your way and you
Hmm.
do not finish up maybe end of this year very strong, I believe it would be a very difficult time for.
Yeah, time
अबे
for 10.
No,
No, I
you
believe we
cannot
are
विंडो में
ready
400
for
मिलियन
finishing
फूका है
outside
भाई,
of
400 मिलियन पाउंड.
They have invested in
Hey,
him.
see,
So you
this is
cannot
also
just,
one more
you
thing
cannot
that
just
you need to
back a
understand.
manager. You cannot just back a manager because you have invested in him so much that
भाई
now
जब हम यूनाइटेड हम
coming
जीत
back.
जाएंगे, ऐसा
No,
थोड़ी
no,
ना
no.
होता भाई.
This is also one more thing
Yeah.
that the other clubs fans need to understand.
Hmm.
Just because a manager is not performing or like the team is not performing, United will not sack a manager. That is the difference between a Chelsea and a United. We will give much more time. Yes, that is how United
इतना
works.
कॉल है, but point
See,
वही
No,
है ना.
that is
like
fine.
how you
So
understand
much.
how Chelsea works, you have to also understand how United works. We'll not sack Erik ten Hag if the results go bad. We'll back him. We'll just tell him, okay, we'll do something. And the other narrative will come out.
Again,
Like
when
the club is on
the
the
question
sale.
is when.
It's
अच्छा
not
मेरे
being
को बस
sold
ये
and all
बताओ,
that.
तो तुम सैक कब करोगे?
वही
कब
when
करोगे?
the question is
What is
अरे
your
when.
sack
threshold?
होगा नहीं वो, मैं यही बोल रहा हूँ क्योंकि
अभी
Relegated
team
कहीं नहीं
perform-
मैं
होगा.
बताता
तुम
हूँ
लोग
अबे,
छोड़ो,
मैं बताता हूँ
तुम
कब
लोग ये
sack
छोड़ो,
होगा.
तुम लोग बताओ.
I'll give
चलो
I'll
उसको
give
नहीं
an
छोड़ो,
answer
तुम
to
लोग
you.
क्या हुआ है, पेशेंस
I'll
लगाओ.
give an answer to you. Let's say imagine a scenario we lose 5-1, 6-2, something like that to Bayern.
Last season हुआ.
नहीं ठीक है.
last season.
मैं
No,
I'll give you a
he
scenario.
will get
ठीक है,
sacked
ठीक
if
है.
he loses the
ग्रुप स्टेज
dressing
से
room.
निकल गए. ग्रुप स्टेज से निकल जाएंगे चैंपियंस लीग के. तो चैंपियंस लीग के तो LLG हो गए. ठीक है.
ठीक है.
एंड देन तुम लीग में कैसे हुए, कंटिन्यूअसली हार रहे हो एंड वी आर अनेबल टू नॉट स्टार्ट लूजिंग होम गेम्स. ठीक है. अवे का तो फॉर्म पिला हुआ है, बट होम गेम भी अगर ऑन द ट्रॉट हारने लगे, let alone the opposition, that's when the pressure will mount even more. And I'll tell you what, Erik ten Hag के ऊपर ना बहुत ज्यादा invested है already. Now we have made the manager the prince of everything, so he is at the helm of all decisions. Again I will focus on the lack of sporting director. इसी को भगवान बना दिए, यही कार्य करता है. तो ये अभी चला गया ना, तो क्लब के इतने लगेंगे तो तुम मतलब सोच भी नहीं सकते. तो कैसे ना we have to give him a longer rope.
पता है
Compare
एक
some
चीज
We don't
days
have a
Van Dijk
Lampard
is
to call
smiling
him.
to himself.
एक चीज मैं
आजा
बताऊं
भाई
सिंपल सी
थोड़ा के लिए
चीज
मैनेज कर ले.
I'm in a way happy कि Ten Hag is not going to get sacked very fast as I was happy कि अपना Ole was not going to get sacked too soon because what I am currently looking at is that 2 साल हो गया Ten Hag को I don't see the philosophy still which is the biggest problem I guess
I agree.
is okay but it's not my club so I don't care it's even fun is United so that is actually very good for me. And the second thing is that, Join, look at the players that you guys have, right? In the 2 years that Ten Hag has spent here, he should have solved that problem of heads going down. People not trying to go for the ball and losing the intensity. That is not going. Okay, so as soon as you guys are on the back foot, let's just say after the half time, your team is going to degrade actually. Overall performance is going to degrade. And any good team is going to take advantage of that. And Premier League is strong this year. So a lot of teams are going to get advantage of that. Okay. Anyway, I want to cover one more thing, and that is the man on at the goal, Onana. So you guys were all praised for Onana. The guy has like everything that you guys wanted, but his record currently is really, really bad. I mean, when it comes to conceding the goals. How are you guys thinking about it? I mean, you were
No,
happy
we are
that
not
De
overly
Gea went,
worried
right?
about Onana for now because there are other pressing matters we have to, look at. Onana's shot stopping, we knew much before. I mean, I have it on record saying that his shot stopping was never as good as De Gea. But if Erik Ten Hag wanted a keeper that has better ball playing ability, then the focus will again be on the coach that, okay, you got your keeper.
Exactly, yeah.
How are you performing?
Simple.
The man is conceding
Yeah,
goals. And that's
exactly.
why the focus is on Onana. Shots कितने लिए, कितना छोड़ा, save percentage, जो भी है, ठीक है. तो the point is that ये आना ही था, ये हम समझते हैं. लेकिन if you ask a sensible United fan, he's going to see, भाई हमारा दूसरा प्रॉब्लम है, वो सेव करने के ऊपर इतने शॉट्स वो लेने ही नहीं चाहिए. उसका वो प्रॉब्लम, इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट वर्ड्स की मतलब पैर के नीचे से निकलवा दिया and he gave a goal. It's not like that.
Okay.
He could have done better because we've seen De Gea.
He shouldn't be facing
something
those
out
shots.
of the hole. So
okay. No, but I have a very big question. पहली बात, ओनाना कितने में आया? कोई बताओ मुझे. प्राइस बताइए जरा. 50. गोलकीपर का जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन क्या कहता है? What does the JD say? You have to save goals. That is your job. वो प्राइमरी जॉब है. ठीक है, तुम प्ले मेक करो, कुछ करो.
But he's not making any howlers, na.
Bro, 10 shots on target, 7 conceded. Are you kidding me? Don't you see the problem
I
there?
have to, Manish, we
Those
have
were
to take that
clear
hit
shots. Yeah, like
because
defenders are not doing their part. How are you expecting goalkeeper?
तो गोलकीपर भी अपना काम नहीं करेगा क्या?
नहीं करेगा ना भाई, लेकिन वो ऐसा shot.
To be critical about him. Not every shot that comes his way, if he's.
अबे 50
See,
डालो भाई.
not every goal that Brighton scored was unsavable, is what I'll say. Okay, no matter how bad it was.
वेलबैक उधर
Onana
मार रहा है भाई.
Onana really has to be a
shambolic,
keeper for you.
Our defense was shambolic. I mean, with one shoulder drop, I guess Pascal Gross was able to skip past 4-5 defenders with just मतलब ऐसे बॉल आया, मिटोमा दिया, बॉल दिया, वो बॉल टच भी नहीं किया है,
निकल रहा है बॉल,
बॉडी फेंट से ही वो मार्टिनेज आगे पीछे हो गया 2-3 बार.
मार्टिनेज उधर ही कर दिया डांस.
इतना फनी था वो.
I have a very hot take to make, right, which is going to hit a lot of people, but I believe Lisandro Martinez is closer to Mustafi than a really good defender.
And we have like slaughtered United right now in this conversation, like Erik Ten Hag to be sacked, United to be relegated. I will come as a savior for United and point out one shiny thing, one bright side that I took from the match was Rasmus Højlund. So what does United feel when they have such a striker in the making?
First start at Old Trafford, so
it was really nice. Yeah, he played his heart out and he was doing all the things right. Like whatever the manager asked him, he did. Like the physical aspect of it. It was sad to see his goal ruled off, but he did everything, and the fans loved it. Like, and when he got subbed off, there were boos around the stadium. Like, why are you getting this guy off and putting Martial? I was also thinking, यार ये गंजेड़ी को क्यों लेके
और
आ रहे हो?
मार्शियल
This
मार्शल
guy,
लेके आएगा 2 गोल.
yeah, you need a goal and you're taking off Hoyland. So yeah, okay, whatever it was a very good home debut for him. I thought a goal would have been really good to encourage his like passion
He
and
deserved
all
it,
his
man, he
performance.
deserved it.
Yeah, he deserved a goal, but yeah, it is what it is.
Mhm.
Really enjoyed his performance, and we
Nice.
look
I
forward
think
to
Star in the
see
making, man.
good
He
things.
looks like
Yeah,
a star in
and
the making.
he
echo
gets
the
a
same
good tactical
opinion.
advantage as well. Like
I
whatever.
also echo the same opinion. Like the shades of the good work that Hoyland was doing even in the Arsenal game. So he continued on that. There were question marks as to how he does at the start of the game. He was passionately running. He was running into the box like we all expected. He was always close to the box, expecting Rashford to, cut back in or, supply him balls. He did not get the best of the services because, I guess our wingers are still getting accustomed to his positioning. We haven't had one player who actually attacks the post like that ever. So we are also getting used to, his positioning, but the first impressions are really good. And like Manish touched upon the fact that there were boos around the ground, right? Yes, there were boos around the ground, but with the team selection itself, I feel Ten Hag was already thinking of the Bayern Munich game. So that's actually a wrong thing because you have to solve this game first before going on to the next game. Because he did not play Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who currently in the latest news, he is injured. For in that little time that he got to play, he
Fantastic.
got injured. But he
Nice.
saved Aaron Wan-Bissaka for the Bayern Munich game. He also took off Rasmus Højlund for the
For the
Bayern
same
Munich
game.
game. He is not ready to play 90 minutes yet.
Now that you've already mentioned it, what do you think about the game that is going to come with Bayern?
Sorry?
What do you think about the game? You have a game with Bayern, right? What are you guys thinking about that?
Bayern, I seriously don't know, man, what to expect in that game. I just seriously hope that, we somehow, fix our defensive issues first. And I was really hoping immediately after the Brighton game that Dalo plays as a left back, AWB slots in to the right back position. No
Okay.
Bakchudi in that back line. Everything will be fine because
Okay.
the wings will be taken care of. That is exactly where we suffered in the Brighton game as well. But what happened is latest news that we got 2-3 hours ago is that Wan-Bissaka is actually injured for 2 weeks now.
Oh,
Now
2 weeks.
I do not know
Wow.
if
2
Regulon
months.
starts
2
again.
months?
Not weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2
Fine.
months.
Months.
2 months.
2
I
months
saw
or
it
2
too.
weeks बे.
Welcome to
2
United.
months.
United,
पैंट गीली मत कर भाई अभी.
भाई अबे यूनाइटेड फैंस भी लाइक ये दुख काहे खत्म नहीं होता.
देखो ये बताओ स्कोर लाइन क्या देखते हो तुम, है ना?
No, I think it will be a damage control match. Like हमको लगता है हम हारेंगे, हमको लगता है हम ड्रॉ कर लेंगे तो बहुत बड़ी बात है, बहुत बड़ी बात है. We are not expecting any win at Bayern Munich.
As a Liverpool fan, I'm actually enjoying the atmosphere currently that is at Old Trafford.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You are going to miss.
Long may it continue.
Abhay Jogekar
Yes,
has that.
you are going to
template which he
watch
says after
United's
every
matches
comment.
to see the
I'm
Champions
just
League
enjoying
atmosphere.
it. I'm
Yeah.
just enjoying it with that smile on his
एरिक
face.
के 1-2 गोल आने
अभी के लिए I can do it. अभी के लिए at
No,
least I can do it.
Jogekar is a proper hate watcher, bro. Proper hate watcher.
I'll tell you one
भाई
thing.
इस बार अच्छा हुआ APL का comment नहीं किया.
No, I'll tell you one thing, Jogekar. If you are missing Champions League atmosphere, you can tune into United's or Arsenal's game to get
I
that
will.
atmosphere of.
I will.
बराबर
At
खेल लेता है
least,
time पे.
at
We'll
least,
give you that.
at least till the group stage, I can see you guys play it.
Yeah, we'll also give you happy results.
maybe you guys have another derby in Europa.
Ciao.